see if this is going. There we go. Okay. Happy Magic Monday, you guys. So today I have some Mary Poppins inspired cards. Let me make this bigger. There we go. I have some Mary Poppins inspired cards. And they are so cute. Let's see. Why is it paused? Let's see. It's like stuck on me. Okay. Let's see if it's going. There we go. There we go. Oh, I look so tired. So I have some Mary Poppins inspired crafts for us today. I wanted to let you guys know that tomorrow we have a big sale tomorrow, and it's going to be like 10% off and I think 15% off, like cardstock and adhesive and some different items. So make sure that you pick up any items that you may need. I'm going to go ahead and put a post code. Let's see, where's my host code? Let's see. There is a host code. I'll have to get the host code out. I have it. I'll have to write it down. I did that. I meant to grab one last time and grab a, like a bigger notepad, and I just forgot. So our host code this time is UCP 376M3. Okay, cool. So I've got it here handy now. So if you need to pick anything up, it starts tomorrow. The host code, the sale starts tomorrow and it goes until the 18th. And it'll be on cardstock and ink, and I'm not sure if the markers are going to be on sale, but I know the adhesive. So it's like a lot of supplies. We had the stamp sale 2 weeks ago or a week ago, and then now they're having a sale on a lot of just like basic supplies. Oh, and dyes. That's what it is. Dyes. All of the dyes will be on sale. Not all, but a big chunk of dyes will be on sale. And that's big because dye sets are expensive. Sometimes dye sets are $30 something, $40, and the stamp set's only like $17. It just depends. So that'll be great. So if you've bought a stamp set and you didn't buy the coordinating dyes, now's your chance to get them, or to even get them at a cheaper price, because if it's not in a bundle, like when you buy a certain set of dyes with the stamps, it's 10% off. So you've seen that when I've had, trying to think of one that I used where they matched up. I don't know if I have one recently. I've used a lot of punches, but you can, like the fern, this one is the bloom where you're planted. There's one that's like a fern one, and it has these dyes with it. There's also like the sailing home one, and it has these dyes that'll cut out the ships. There's also one for the snow globe one with the cloche, that one has dyes that coordinate with the stamp set. So cute and so nice. I like that one with the sweets. I'm tempted to get it, but I don't know if I'll use it enough. So big sale starting tomorrow. And then the other thing I wanted to tell you guys, remind you guys of, is my penguin class is available now. It's $35. It includes 3 frames and 3 cards, and you get a whole roll of ribbon, 2 whole rolls of ribbon, and a Wink of Stella, brand new Wink of Stella, a sheet of snowflake stickers, as well as a quarter pack of this really cute penguin paper. So go ahead and click and sign up on that. Sign up for that. Let's see. I think that's all I could had to tell you. So let's go ahead and get started on our card, our Mary Poppins inspired card. Let me go ahead and share this with more options, share to a group. There we go. I want to share it to our Disney group. There we go. I have a Disney Stampin' Style group, and so that group is just for paper crafting. So I really hope that you'll check it out. All right, so let's go ahead and get started, you guys. All right, here's our host code. Now that I got that going. There we go. I was going the wrong direction. All right, so we're going to be using the penguin set again. And if you didn't see on Friday, I made these cute cards on Friday, which are so Christmassy. But I like that they weren't the traditional black and white penguin. I like that they were, pastel penguins, because that's just a fun concept to have something different. I don't like to do things that are as traditional as everyone else, because, there's so many ideas for making a penguin card, but why not make penguins that are pastel? This would be a cute baby card too. Even if you didn't, even if the baby wasn't even born in the winter, this would be a really sweet baby card with a cute little baby penguin in these pastel colors. Maybe that'll be one of my other projects, this little penguin baby card, if this sticks around. Now, I don't know if this one's going to stick around. I don't think this one is in the annual catalog. I think this one is just from the temporary catalog, the mini catalog that we have. Let me see. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's in here, the penguin. And these are available today. Oh, that's right. I got to buy some paper. I just remembered. Here's the penguin. Table of contents, Jennifer. The penguin painted. Maybe the penguin is in the main catalog. I don't think so. No, it's in this catalog. It's just in this catalog here. Okay, it's just somewhere in the back here. And it has a bundle with the punch. And the punch is $18, and the stamp set, I think, is $17. But when you buy them together, you get a better deal. Here it is, page 33. I had a feeling. So this one might not stick around longer. It might stay, it's been pretty popular. Sometimes these will stay until the next annual catalog. And like it'll show back up in the annual catalog in June, but sometimes not. Sometimes it's just a one-shot deal. So when you buy them together, you'll get 10% off. If you buy them separately, obviously, you pay a little more. But so that's on page 33 of the mini catalog. It's called Penguin Place. I'm sorry, I had to go and root that out. And so here's the punch that goes with it. So you see, this is the penguin body. Well, this is the body, and this is actually the white part, and we'll do a little punching of that. So I had this crazy idea for a Mary Poppins card, and I was searching through to find, because I thought of the penguins in Mary Poppins and how they were so funny and cute. So I found this paper from the Bloom Where You're Planted designer series paper. And so you see it has all these potted ferns, and I almost used this one because it's very rich, but it's a little too tropical. When you watch Mary Poppins, the one with Julie Andrews, not the newer one, the penguin dancing is super fun, and the back sides are all just like walls or wood grain. It just has a really fun design. I don't know, something about it. I love paper. I just love paper. I don't know if it's just all papers or just some, but I just love designer series paper, and it's such good quality from Stampin' Up. I always feel that the quality is so nice and rich and thick. So we're going to be using this piece of paper, which is like a willow tree. And if you watch Mary Poppins, you'll know that it's like a willow tree that, that's right, it goes here. It's a willow tree that they're sitting under when they're, when I think it's Fred and Mary Poppins are drinking tea or something. They go through the carousel and the whole thing. Well, that's the scene that I'm thinking of. So I went ahead, and what inspired me was, one was a little bit of the penguin, but two was this ribbon, because this ribbon made me think of Mary Poppins as well, because Mary Poppins has that white dress with all the red trimmings and lace, and that's what this made me think of, was Mary Poppins. And I made a Mary Poppins costume one year, and I just wore like a white shirt and a black skirt, but I made my own hat. And what I think really made it more Mary Poppins-y was adding the red, like I made my own red tie for like around my neck, and it was just so fun. So, all right, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna attach this base, and then we're gonna add some penguins to the bottom. Oh, I hope I have enough room. We might just add one. I thought we would add three. See, I wanted to add 3 little penguins. We don't have enough room, so we might just have to add one to this one. I guess we'll just add one, because there's not really, I don't want to cover up the, I don't want to cover up the, if I only had a small piece of this paper. If I had the larger piece, I would have trimmed it a little bit higher so that I had room to get 3 little penguins in there. So I'll just put one in here. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. Hi, Tony. Thanks for tuning in. If you comment and share my video, comment that you shared it so that I can find you, because sometimes they hide the sharing option. They used to have it open all the time, and now Facebook has hidden it. It's so weird. I don't understand some of their rationale for doing things. Thanks so much, Tony. I appreciate it. And so we have this crate little, I'll put you in for the drawing for this card. So then we have this great little ribbon, and I thought I would add this ribbon to the top. Because this is what made me think. This is mint macaron paper. This is a 4 1/4 by 11-inch card piece of the thick whisper or basic white paper, and it's scored at 5 1/2. I like the tall cards. And then this is 4 inches by 5 1/4, and then the fern paper, the bloom where you're planted paper. This is at 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And we'll go ahead and we'll cut our ribbon and some handy dandy tape, and then we'll add our little penguin. I always tape it. I know I can use some other glues, but I just feel like tape secures it so nicely, and it's cheap, you know. I know there's lots of other options I could use, but I'll just go with this one. And that red, for some reason, that red ribbon just really makes me think of Mary Poppins, because it's just so, I don't know, fun. And then I have another card that's Mary Poppins after this. It's a little simpler. It involves more stamping, so we're going to do that one last. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and pop this on here. Whoa, whoa, rein it in there. Wayward cardstock. There we go. Got some glue on here. I'll cover it with a sticky note so I don't. I'll cover it with our host code so that I don't put my card on top of it, which I could. And I don't think it leaked out. I think it was because my paper had fallen. Okay, a little bit of it leaked out here at the bottom, but I can clean that up. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take our penguin body, which I punched out of here, and then you're gonna add your penguin, white penguin face. This makes up the body and face together. And so let me go ahead and stamp the eyes, because that's the part that gets a little bit tricky. We're just going to take our Memento black ink and we're going to stamp our eyes onto this white, little white piece that looks like a tail, actually. I'm going to grab a different one. It looks almost like a little tail. I've seen people make mermaids out of this particular punch. It's called punch art. Okay, that looks good. And then we want to stamp the little mouth. I'm going to stamp it with his little beak with the pumpkin pie. Okay. Little pumpkin pie. Oh, my friend Tara, she loves Mary Poppins. I should have texted her to tell her. Her Disney company is called Practically Perfect Disney Deliveries, and she delivers packages to the parks when you're staying there. And I should have told her. I need to tag her in this so that she can check it out. She'll love it, I'm sure. She's so fun. She's gotten me quite a few different products. Sometimes they don't come out online. They're just exclusive to the parks. And so, oh, that one's got a cut on it. All right, so we'll use this one. All right, so it's probably good. I didn't need it. All right. And we'll just move his body over. He's so sweet. And then I have these little tiny feet. Now, I could have stamped him onto the card, but there's something about the effect, how it looks when I have the, it looks so cute when I have the little feet just glued on there. All right, let me go ahead and pick that up. I love my tweezers. And then we're just going to pop this down here in the corner. And, oh, his tie. I forgot his little, I wanted to add a little red tie. Where's the real red? That's why I got the real red out. And then I wanted to add a little, I was thinking I might add a little jewel. Now, in the movie, the ties are not red, but he is so cute. I felt like he needed a little red tie. And then it ties in the ribbon a little bit more. And I was considering putting a little rhinestone on his tie, but I think I'm going to leave it just as is, because my grandmother always said, don't gild the lily, you know. And I tend to want to gild the lily. All right, so now let's take a little, I couldn't, you know, we have a stamp set that says, like a spoonful of joy, and I don't have it. I kind of wish I did, because that would be perfect for this particular kit. So I think I'll use red for, so I'm going to use the I Like You a Lot'll. I'll use that one again because that one is just a fun, um, that one's a fun, that one's a fun like phrase. I bought this stamp set, I'll be honest, mainly because of that little phrase, I like you a lot'll. It's like a little, but it's a lot. And I just think it's hilarious. So I wonder if I have any friends that like Mary Poppins. See, I was thinking I'd tuck this in here. I need to cut it a little bit more. Yeah, I think I'll do it like that. And then I'll stamp the inside. So we'll add a little glue to the back. Okay. So, there we go. I like you a lot'll. So fun. And so just a fun little, I mean, I guess in theory this could even be a Christmas card with the red and green, but it made me think of the willow trees and I don't know. I can see Disney in a lot of things. So I guess I'm a crazy Disney fan. And so we'll go ahead and do, it's like a lot'll, or like a little except a lot. And we'll stamp that right in the center here. Let's hope I get it straight. Yeah, looks pretty good. And then I think I'll put a little bow tie in the corner. Cute. Such a fun little card. We'll let that dry real quick. And so there's my one card, my one Mary Poppins inspired card. And this is real red ink. Okay, real red ink. And this ribbon is called the mini ruffled ribbon. It was sold out, but now it's back available again, I believe. I need to double check, but it'll come back. I mean, this catalog goes until December, so the end of December. So yeah, so that's our first card, fun. Then our next card is a little more plain, and I wanted to focus just on the penguins. So I've got a white with a basic white card base of this is the thick cardstock. So the thick cardstock is what we normally use in the colors, but we also make a thin white one so that we can make layers. This thin white one is really good for layers, like the layer of the penguin there and stuff like that. We use it for that. So here I'm going to take my thin white cardstock and I'm going to stamp 3 penguins, okay? Because I want to add this ribbon to the top and have the 3 little penguins from Mary Poppins. So we'll take our black and I'll get my pad here. A piercing mat. This is a piercing mat. You use it to obviously pierce paper, but you can also use it if you're going to stamp something that has a large surface area. So the bottom of this stamp has a wide surface area, so you always want to have something with a little bit of cushion underneath. You can also use a catalog or a magazine or a stack of papers underneath. It just, you need a little bit of give on these photopolymer stamps. That's what the name of these stamps are called, these clear plastic ones. All right, so we've got 1. We've got 2. I don't think we can get 4. I think just 3. Yeah, 4. I might have been able to squeeze 4, but I think I'm just going to stick with 3. Yeah, that's good. And I'll offset it with some other things. All right, and then we're going to, again, do our little, I'm going to do my little bow tie first, because sometimes the bow tie is kind of hard to place if you're, and I don't want it to be, there we go. I was trying to put it too far up before. I think I was trying to put it too far up the, on his neck. But when you put it a little bit below that little pointy area, you get a better effect. There we go. And then we'll get his little beak. Fun. Oh, I think I'll stamp the inside. Well, I'll stamp the inside with red again later. Let's get their little beaks. And this is pumpkin pie. What a fun little craft. And then I punched out some feet. I'm going to need a couple more. I'm going to need a couple more feet. And so when you punch it, in order to waste less paper, just put your paper into the area that you want to punch. So when I wanted to punch the white, I just slid a sheet under this mermaid tail looking one here. So when I wanted the white, I put the white in from the side. So instead of it coming in from the top and wasting all that white paper, I had the white come in from the side so that it only waste a little bit. And then for the black, the same thing for the penguin. I came in from the other side and punched it just so that I didn't waste all of this paper. A little bit of the foot will get wasted, but that's okay. That's not as much as wasting a huge chunk of paper. Okay. And remember, this is the Penguin Place stamp set. Okay, so fun. And we'll take some glue dots, and I can use other kinds of glue, but the glue dots make the feet look like pop up just a tiny bit more. And so you can grab your glue dots in different ways. I just use my tweezers or my feet, because I just liked, there we go. Whoops. There we go. I just, and see the glue dot is kind of thick, so it really does make your stuff pop up. Oops. Okay. Okay. I use my fingers. I'm having a hard time with the tweezers today. Normally the tweezers are better, but for me, but today I'm having trouble keeping them straight. Okay. See that little, it's funny how that little effect of that glue dot pops up. Oops. The feet just right. And it's just a small detail, but it has a big impact. All right. All right. And so as you can see, so look how the feet are a little 3D-ish. You see there's just that little shadow under the feet. So there we go. We got our little penguin feet. And then I want to wrap, and I didn't center it. I know I could have possibly centered the penguins, but if you do something off center, it's actually easier to keep it. If you do it off center and make it look intentional, it's not going to affect the card in the end. Some people will say, oh, well, you should have centered them. in the middle, but I actually like that they're off to the side and not perfectly centered, because I don't know, to me it shows that it's a little more handmade. And the other thing I want to do, I was gonna tape this down, but I think I'm gonna type do the I like you a lot up here, and that will also off center counterbalance the penguins. And I'm gonna stamp that right up here in this corner. I like you a lot. There we go. Oh, and I need this red in a minute for the inside. And so then let's cut out our, I already cut our ribbon. And see, it was better that I stamped that first, then I know where to place my ribbon. And so it's a relatively simple card as far as stamping goes, but it sure is cute. It sure has a really cute, fun effect. Okay, and so then I'm going to pop this onto my white cardstock. Notice that I didn't add an extra layer underneath. I just kept it white on white. I might actually make this a little 3D. I think that's what I'm going to do, is instead of having it be flat, I'm gonna, let me stamp my I like you a lot in the inside, or not a lot, this one here. It's like a little, but it's a lot. And I think I'm going to stamp it down here in the corner. Because the other is to the side. All right. And it's a little crooked. So what I'll do is I'll put a bow here and a bow off to the side over here. And that counterbalances. People may not notice as much that it was a little bit crooked. It's just a touch crooked. I just noticed it. Let me let that dry a minute. And let me get my strips, adhesive strips. Okay. So we have our adhesive strips, which I don't normally use, but because it's such a large surface area that we're covering, let me get my okay. All right. Fun. So I took my adhesive strips. So this piece here, this white piece, is 3 3/4 by 5 inches. I made it extra small on purpose because I wanted it to pop a little bit away from the white base, but not as much as where, I guess I just wanted it to pop a little bit more away from the base, but without it needing the cardstock behind it. Oh, I almost thought I got it smudged. Let me put this on. Oh. Alrighty. Sheesh. That was a little crazy. And that got away from me. And then just stuck. Alright, there we go. There we go. See, adding that little bit of 3D makes a big difference. Oh, it's crooked. I think it's crooked. But adding that little bit of 3D really makes a big difference. Fun, right? And then I was thinking I'm going to add, on this one, I'm going to add 3 little red gems to the bow ties. Just because. I mean, they're Mary Poppins penguins. So, how fun is that? How cute are these for Mary Poppins cards? Mary Poppins cards. So that's what we had today, you guys. Just a fun little something. If you would like to pick up anything that that I've shared today, go ahead and use the host code that is on the screen there. Use that host code for any of your ordering. Thanks, Tony. I think it's Mary and Poppins inspired. I feel like that ribbon makes it very Mary Poppins-y. I just think it has a fun effect. And I love the stamp. I like you a lot. I don't know. I just think it's silly and funny. So, and this is the mini ruffled ribbon. But yeah, if you would like to pick anything up, go ahead and go to stampinup.com and use this host code, and it'll ship right to your house. So, yeah. And so I hope you have a great day. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. And tune in on Fabulous Friday for another great craft. And I will not be live on Friday, but I will have a video. I'll have some other videos on the weekend that'll be fun. I'm going to a retreat with my friend Candy. She puts on this great crafting retreat, and so I'm super excited to go to that. So, all right. Well, have a great day, you guys, and thanks for tuning in.